Jen.
And Maria.
And welcome to Amateur Kitchen, where we bring you into our kitchen and show you that you don't need to be a professional chef to cook or think like one.
And today we are making almond butter cookies.
Right, we have actually partnered up with one of our iFood.tv colleagues, Chef Hari Nayak, and he just came out with a new cookbook called My Indian Kitchen. It's preparing delicious Indian meals without fear or fuss, which you can actually find in stores today. And we've read through it. It is absolutely fantastic. He shares tips, secrets, ideas. He even goes above and beyond and lets you know which other recipes that he has in the book that feature well with another recipe. So it's fantastic. You're gonna love it. And when you think of Indian food, don't always think of curry. He even mentions that in the book. It's not all about that. So if you're not sure, take a look, go buy it, right?
Yes.
And today, we're not featuring curry because we're featuring the sweetness part, because you know who likes sweets, right?
Me.
That's right. So let's get cooking.
The saucepan on medium heat, and I'm going to put 3 sticks of butter into the pan. Hey, it's a little sticky. And 1 1/4 cup of sugar. And 1/4 cup of Mr. Honey Bear. And 1/2 cup of Mr. Honey Bear. And I'm just going to stir it until all the sugar dissolves.
So now while we're waiting for our sugar to dissolve in the butter and honey mixture, which actually looks delicious, we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and to this we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And the one thing you do want to remember with baking powder is you always want it to, oh, in here, that's okay.
Oh.
That's okay, we'll do the next one in here, because after this, go ahead, put it in here.
Okay.
After this, we're going to go ahead and sift it into the bowl. So if you want to hold the sifter for me, okay? And the reason we sift it is just to get all of the lumps out of the flour as well. So go ahead and just sift it. Perfect. We're just going to keep rocking this out. And have you ever heard of almond flour? I didn't before I started reading Chef Hari's book. It is really cool. So we sifted all of our flour and baking powder into the bowl. We're going to go ahead and just set this aside. And as I mentioned before, we're going to make some almond flour. Now this, if you need gluten-free products, they're probably really familiar with this almond flour, Maria. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about what we eat for glutens. But this is something that you can go buy in a specialty food store, which he tells us in the book. It's super easy. If you want to do it at home though, he also lets you know how to do it. And he says take 3 cups of whole almonds. So Maria, if you want to pour 3 cups into here into a food processor. All of them. Very nice. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pulse this until it is a powder. It's that simple. That simple. Kind of cool, huh, Maria?
You can plug your ears if you want.
So we finished chopping up our almonds, and we just used a regular roasted almond, and it's just a really fine texture. Smells delicious. But speaking about smell, we're almost done with the entire thing. The last thing we need to add is our cardamom seeds, and these are delicious. I found them at an Indian specialty food store, and what I love about Chef Hari's book is he also puts in the back where you can find some of the products if you're in a major metropolitan area such as Chicago, New York, LA, Houston. And if you're not nearby any of those, he also lists several different types of websites as well, which is really nice. You can find this already pre-ground in your regular food store, but let me tell you what, it's not going to be nearly as good. But if you can't find it or you don't want to go online, you can also do that as well. So what we're going to do, we need about 1 tablespoon of ground up cardamom seeds. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's go ahead and get started though. Let's start grinding up these cardamom seeds. Okay, so go ahead and put them in there. Okay, put the lid on and we're just going to grind them.
We're going to pour in our almond flour.
Into the regular flour and the baking powder that we sifted earlier. So get all that goodness out. Perfect. And then Maria, if you can pour the 1 tablespoon of our new spice that we have, cardamom. And then we're going to take our buttered mixture that has our sugar and honey all nice and dissolved in it. And Maria, if you can go ahead and stir this. And he also mentions not to over stir it. So just once it's all combined is good enough. Here you go. Go ahead and stir it. Very good. And then we're just gonna eat them afterwards, so.
With this or that?
Yeah, no, like just like this. Just to add a little bit of a sweetness. And, all right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here you go. You wanna try it? Here you go. Very nice. And they're nice and thin and crunchy.
Mmm. That is so good.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
It is delicious. You can taste the almonds. And that cardamom seed, you can definitely taste that as well. This is amazing. You have to try it.
I want to try it with a peanut.
Well, we want to thank Chef Hari for giving us this cookbook. We really, really appreciate it. We're more than honored to do this video for everyone else to see how easy it is to make Indian dishes. And he explains it so easy in here. You're not gonna have any questions on how to do anything. So remember, you can find more recipes and videos at amateurkitchen.tv. And this is what we're having for our next cookie. Forget about those chocolate chip cookies. We hope you are too. And join us again next time on
Amateur Kitchen.
Make sure you go buy the book, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Did you like them?
Yeah. I was not.
Good.